Hey everyone, John here from the Four Brewers podcast, and I'm back with another beer. And today we're drinking another beer from Pariah Brewing Company out of San Diego, California. This is actually the second time they sent us this beer. This is called Only 90's Kids Will Get This. This isn't new. This is, like I said, the second time they sent this to us. I think the first time we got this beer was, I want to say 2-3 months ago. Probably longer than that, because we've been under quarantine for like 3 months now. So probably like 4 months ago. This is an excellent beer. And I say that because they sent us a can of this, and I meant to do a review on it, but I never did. I drank it. I'm going to be honest. I just drank it. And I loved it. And I loved it so much that I discovered that it was for sale at a local Bevmo. And so I bought a 4-pack of it, and I drank that. And then I bought another 4-pack of it, and I drank that. And probably another 4-pack of it, and I drank that. And that's at $17 a pop. So this is priced pretty decently for what it is. You get 4 16-ounce cans. So it's pretty standard for the hazies. So they sent this to us again, which I'm very happy about. I think they're paying attention online. When I said I drank it and bought even more and never got to reviewing it, I still have a can of it over there. I love the can art on this. There's a lot of like 90's references on here, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You've got that weird, that's that S thing, the 8S thing, a Game Boy, rollerblade, a Super Soaker, a pager, Hop Buster video. Yeah. Darwin's beer reviews. He did this beer when it was fresh, or when it first came out, and I'm pretty sure he liked it as well. I think him and his girlfriend or wife, I don't know, I think it's his girlfriend, they did this beer together, I believe, and they loved it. So thanks to Pariah for sending it again, because now I'm actually going to review it. So this comes in really like creamy hazy. It's a light yellow. It's kind of it's a murky / almost silicone looking haze to it. It's very dense haze, but it's very light, and I think when beers are this dense and they're darker, it looks kind of gross, and this isn't like that. It's got a nice tad off-white head on it that is sticking around pretty good. And I didn't mention the hops. This is made with Citra and Apollo hops, by the way. So let us dive in. Yeah, really nice clean nose on this. You get a lot of that Citra fruit character from it, some melon character, a little bit of a sharpness on the nose from the hops, like a perceived kind of acidic, like fruit bite on the nose. I get a little bit of grass on there, some dankness on it. Nothing too heavy though. It's actually a very light nose for what it is, but it just smells like light and refreshing, I would say, on the nose. It almost reminds me of like fruity, like Belgian wit kind of on the nose. Not necessarily with that Belgianese character that you get on the nose, but kind of along those lines, where it's like it's earthy but citrusy and fruity, and it just smells good overall. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just a nice, pleasant smelling beer. So let us see what it tastes like. See, that's where that's where this beer shines. Oh, this tastes so good. So where do I start? The mouthfeel on this, it's very soft, very light, but still very much present. It finishes somewhat dry. You get a residual kind of candy character that lingers, kind of like a cake batter character. You get a little bit of a hop bitterness left over too, but in a good way. I think it balances out that sweet white cake batter flavor that you're getting, and that sweetness. It's really good. Super, like I said, soft and fluffy. That's what I mean. It looks like it's going to be a soft, fluffy beer, and when a beer looks like it's going to be soft and fluffy, and it is soft and fluffy, that's awesome. What sucks is when a beer looks like this and it's bitter and acrid, because then it's just a mess of a hazy. So yeah, I think what shines the best on this beer is how it tastes in the mouthfeel. The aroma's fine, but like it really follows through with every other aspect. Yeah, man, highly drinkable. And this comes in at 8.2. So it's dangerous. Like it's very easy to drink this beer. Like I said, you do get the white cake batter thing on the flavor. That malt character really comes through quite well, especially with how it's balanced with the hops. But you still get a bit of a West Coast character from it, like I said, from that bright bitterness that's on there. It's not too bitter. It's not like a West Coast IPA bitter, but it's definitely got some lingering bitterness that I think is perfect for this beer. Like I said, it has that kind of sweet finish, like as far as, you know, it tastes like cake. I'm not saying it's sweet as compared to dry, because it does finish nice and dry, and you know it cleans up pretty well on your palate. But that bitter hop character really helps kind of clean everything up at the end. So if you see this beer, I highly recommend it. It's so good. It's so easy to drink. It's a pleasure drinking this beer. It's a great beer. Since they sent us a can, I'm assuming that Bevmo is going to have it in stock. I haven't gone to Bevmo since the whole lockdown thing, because they were only doing online orders and you could only go pick it up. You couldn't go in the store, which I thought was a bit overkill, because the local liquor store I go to in Riverside, they're doing social distancing and you have to wear a mask, and they're limiting the number of people that go inside. They've done a really good job. That's La Bodega, by the way, in Riverside. So I don't see why Bevmo had to take it to that extreme, but I'm glad to see they were taking it seriously. So hopefully they're going back to somewhat normal, and I can just go in and, you know, under the necessary precautions, and see if they have a 4-pack of this, because I don't know if they would list this on the website. So yeah, Pariah, thank you very much for the beer. This is an excellent beer. Please keep sending the beer. Love you guys very much, and thanks for watching this video.